The winter is over. It's time for Formula One 2025. Yes, that long break that you've all been coping with so well can now be put to the back of your minds. It's on-track action and it's off-track drama. That's what we're looking forward to. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 14 corners and 3.28 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles per hour. The close proximity of the barriers make accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have a McLaren, Kelly, George Russell and Lawson, Hulkenberg, Sainz, Behrman and Fernando Alonso, Albon, Norris, Pierre Gasly and Hamilton, Doohan, Ocon, Gabriel Bortoleto and Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Stroll and Isaac Hadjar rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. And joining me in the commentary box this afternoon, the First Lady of World Motorsports, Naomi Schiff. As much as I like testing, and I do love testing, and I've really enjoyed the build-up here and all the speculation, I really want to see some action. And finally today, we get some proper action on the track.
This is always such an exciting time in the season. First of all, it's the first time they'll be racing their new cars. So that's always an exciting thing for drivers to look forward to. But also, they've had a long time off during the winter break. So it's about dusting the cobwebs off, getting the rust off of their bones, and really getting their elbows out there and having some fun.
The formation lap gets underway and every driver will be looking to settle in for the race ahead, making sure that their car is ready for the battle once the lights go out. As the cars come back towards the grid to line up for the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can, and they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium, failing that, within the points.
Okay, so that was a bad start, but don't overreact. We can salvage this. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Okay, the incident's been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed. Come on. Nice move, good job. We're expecting some rain soon. Expect the first drops in the next few minutes. And gap to the car in front, 2.2 seconds. Good work, we're in P4. Okay, so gap to the leader, 10.9 seconds. Russell's ahead of you now. Okay, gap ahead, 2.0 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 11.6 seconds. No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. 4 seconds to the next car. Push, push. You're currently in P3. The distance to the leader, 11.2 seconds. Okay, gap to the car in front, 4.8 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Less than a second separates you. They're on old mediums. We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done. Okay, mate, we've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap. Okay, be mindful of the conditions. The track's getting wetter. Recommend you stay out for now, though. We'll be much slower if we move on to inters this early. Yeah, really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though. We're going to box this lap and push hard on the in-lap. Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 6.7 seconds. Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach. Okay, go! That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, we're sat in P12 now. Okay, Bortoletto is ahead of you. They're on old mediums. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, gap to leader, 30.6 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. And 11 laps to go. Car behind's just boxed for mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre now. Yellow flag. Okay, clear. Sat in P8, well done. Our gap to first place, 32.8 seconds. Okay, Hadger's ahead of you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. They're on fresh mediums. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 9 laps to go. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy. Okay, so this light rain is going to be with us for a while now. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 5.0 seconds. Okay mate, let's try and pick our moments where we use ERS. Let's try to be consistent with it going forward, please. Light rain will stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.0 seconds. Caution, caution. Green flag. reducing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap. You're running low on ERS. Reminder that you can play around with ERS modes in the MFD or lift sometimes and ease onto the brake pedal for some manual recharge. Second place, you're in second place. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 16.2 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. That was our last stop, no more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. 4 laps remaining. Okay, really, really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean. Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled. Okay, the car behind's catching you at a rate of about 2 seconds a lap. Be aware. seeing at least 20 minutes of light rain. Okay, you're sat in P2 and gap to the car in front, 14.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're on a fresh set of inters. Your pit window is open, pit window currently open. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. We've got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. Okay mate, this is the final lap of the race, final lap.
We've witnessed some great battles on the streets of Melbourne today then, and they've taken a fantastic win.
And to get a victory at the first race of the season, this might be a sign of things to come. One thing's for sure is that this performance will be giving the team and the driver relief and confidence going into the rest of the season.
And look at that, they're making their way out onto the podium now. Great race from the McLaren team, and I'm very happy to see them there on that top step of the podium.
That's the best I've ever done in Australia, and you know that. You know what I mean? That's the best I've ever done in Australia, and you know that. Second, man, I even beat my teammate. When I see Max was on the grid, I remembered where I was. I'm in Red Bull, but I smacked him up, man. And I was at first for about 5 laps before everybody else. I was on intermediates. Yeah, the first corner, something happened to me. I got pushed off, but I never got no damage. So I said, that's a sign that good things are coming. Yeah, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if I can get to the what do they call it? Boy, it works on the lobby. Trust me. No, it does. I do it all the time. No, it's right though. No. Because the way I saw it, if I don't get past you and my teammate by the first corner, I'm in for a struggle. But after 2 laps, I said to myself, let me just pace myself. And then when it come, I just take it easy and go past them easily. And that's exactly what I did. You know what I mean? So I paced myself. And then when I look up out the west, I was doing bad. And then the track is getting wetter. And then I look up and I said, "My man, where am I?" He said, "Blood, you're in second place." I said, "Ross." But I didn't sound the microphone though. You know what I mean? I said, "Ross." And I look up and it's just you. And I said, "Yeah, everything good." Because I think the best I've done with me and you on here is about 6th or 8th. So straight away, man. Steering wheel makes a difference, fam. But when I go fully manual, like if I race with that guy on Friday, I'll go fully manual for 1 in 5 races. All right, let's see. Yeah, I thought I was gonna get highlights, but I'm recording all this now. I'm gonna stop it. When we get to the desk, I'll stop it there. Let me see how long's left on the tape. How long's left?